The only thing we can do is to make explicit. So one of the things we know about many forms of trauma is the more we suppress them, the more they find subversive ways of emerging and paying attention to things. And it's like in any relationship, you can kind of go for 3 days where everyone can tell that there's something going on,
Yeah.
and no one's
No one
prepared to
said
say,
anything, yeah.
And then someone has got to go, all right, can we just cut through the
Can
ball?
we talk about
Oh
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
someone needs to talk about the stuff, and literally that is how we can kind of get through toxic interaction theory, to kind of go, look, actually, I'm aware that like we're looking at each other,
Yeah.
and maybe there are judgments. Maybe we're trying as hard as we can to not fall into stereotypes, but we know they exist. And kind of going back to your specific question about, well, is it possible that people might look at us and not be informed by those stereotypes? All of the studies of unconscious bias tell us that there are things that seep into our unconscious, whether we like them or not.
Or not, yeah.
And I particularly like some of the work of Bernard and Greenwald, where they kind of describe that we are likely to have biases that we don't fully endorse in our conscious minds in the same way. So this is really controversial, but Bashi in his recent album kind of speaks about this, that, you end up fearing people who look like you. And, many black people will know that they'll catch themselves off guard if they are walking down the street at night and they see a group of young black guys walking with a hoodie, and for a minute they'll feel, what people say colloquially, they'll feel shook.
Yeah.
And then have to wrestle with the fact that actually I wish I didn't have this kind of bias.
Yeah.
But it seeped into me.
Yeah.
So and that's for us who have a vested interest in working against it.
Yeah.
So for other people who don't have that daily wrestling with that, that stuff just sits there. And that's just kind of one stereotype. There's so many assumptions about what race has come to mean.
Yeah.
And it's almost impossible for anyone, as
To be
Ibrahim
immune from the stereotyping that comes along with all of that.
Yeah, Ibrahim X. Kendi in How to Be an Anti-Racist said, you can't walk through the rain and not get wet.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you can't live in this society, you can't live in this system without subscribing to some of the stuff.
No.
Yeah. So awareness is one thing, and I love what you said about being aware of something, and even the analogy is very good.